everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome to this video. Please remember to like and comment and subscribe, and without further ado we will get on to the subject of today's video. Today I have a few minutes. Let me just straighten this camera up a little bit. A few minutes spare, so I thought, well, I had a video planned on a bounce exercise, and so I thought, well, while I'm here, why not? Let's do it. So bounce exercises are very useful for teaching horses proper jumping technique. However, in my I say experience, sometimes I think some work better than others. So for example, this one that I'm about to show you, it's nothing against the horse or the rider. She's done a great job with this horse, actually. I do follow her and she's done a brilliant job. But I feel there's an exercise that would have worked better for him. Maybe not at the beginning when he was low in confidence and needed to just get the hang of what jumping actually was. But certainly later on, a really good exercise, maybe for him and certainly for the pony that we did it with, and others, you know, is one that I want to show you, because it really teaches technique. It makes them sit back on their hocks, and it makes them really lift at their withers and bascule over the jumps and make a beautiful shape in this kind of rocking kind of motion over the fences, rather than just being like flat. It's kind of up. Anyway, so that probably sounds a bit stupid and looks really stupid with me waving my hands all over the place, but anyway, let's get going. So first of all, we have this horse, and he's going to trot over these bounce fences. Here he comes. He's coming in quite calm. He's an ex-race horse, and that's all great, and he goes through very sweetly, only he doesn't have to lift. And I know, look, he's just getting the hang of jumping here, and I know since then he has jumped 140, I believe he's cleared 140, so, you know, not dissing this person at all, she's done great, but I just wanted to show maybe a slightly more difficult set of bounces for my head's all over the place. A slightly more difficult set of bounces for teaching technique once a horse is totally okay with jumping and not fazed by it. So I think I have put it here, so let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. So she's trotting in, up. So actually what you get is that really nice sort of lift, especially over the middle one. The first and the last are still off the ground, but they're not that high, because the distance in between is quite short to really make the horse sit back. But anyway, you'll see. So we'll start off with, you know, we're building up the bounces. This horse had never done them before that we knew of, so we just popped in, placing pole with one in the middle to start with. Came around again, we did that a couple of times, and then put the front one up, popped over those, and then I believe this time we've got all three up. And at this point we did it all the same height, not to change anything, just to see. Immediately there she knocked the middle one, because she's like, oh, there's an extra jump. So that's fine, no problem at all. So we just come around again until she gets the hang of it. So this time she leaves it up. Really good. What do we do now? Oh no, same again, just to make sure she's, what have we got here? Oh, now we've got the little middle one up a bit higher. She jumps it quite well on that rein. Okay, this is another angle. And off the left rein. I believe she knocks it this time. Yep, there it goes. And so I said, no, that's really good anyway. She came in nice and calmly. She jumped it well. She tried, but she hadn't quite got the technique to be able to really sit back. So we'll see what she does here. This time she's focused on the second jump and not the first, so she misses out on the first, but she really lifted over the second. Up there, beautiful shape over that. And then finally she comes in and she's got it. She pops it perfectly. And so as you see, and I might do that again in slow-mo actually. Okay, so here's the slow-mo coming up. I only played it at a quarter speed, I can't bear it any slower. But anyway, you'll see she punches off the ground quite nicely, and again sits back and lifts, and again sits back and lifts. Really, really beautifully done, actually, and that has taught her quite a good technique. And before this, she was always quite a fiery sort of pony, wanted to just hurl herself over the jump because that's kind of how she knew to get over them. So she enjoyed jumping, but she just hurled herself over. So again, we're just going to do the comparison again between the other bounce exercise that's shown here and Lucy, the little Connie pony. So again, trotting in. This horse is thoroughbred, so he's quite sort of long and flat anyway, I guess. But what he needs is something that will help him lift a bit more in front. And again, pop in, pop, pop, lovely, really gorgeous. And so, just quickly to show you what the result actually ends up being, this Connie pony, like I said, normally was charging her way around all the courses we did. We've only had like 4 or 5 jumping sessions now, but at the beginning, she was just hurling herself. She would see the jump about 4 or 5 strides away and either back off and go really choppy and disunited and sort of be all up and down on the spot, and then just like in the last stride, hurl herself over the jump, or she would just charge around and go faster and faster. When you go like, okay, go forward now, go forward. You've got to stop this up and down thing. Just push her on. And then as soon as you put your leg on, she would just charge and be like flying over everything at more than cross-country speed. So what we ended up doing was this bounce exercise here, just to get her confident to come in slowly and relaxed and calm and actually have to think about it and work it out for herself. And actually have to lift herself with some technique because she could not hurl herself over those jumps. Anyway, so the result ends up being this. We sent her around, nice flowy canter, just, 2 normal jumps after that, and she popped in beautifully over that. I haven't shown the upright that we did, but it was much the same. She came in a really gorgeous rhythm. She didn't change the length of stride. She didn't have to hurl herself at it. She was confident, and because of the bounce exercise, she was sat back on her hocks, and she was really happy to wait and not have to rush, because it had given her the confidence to believe that she could come in a decent canter and get over it without having to pull any shenanigans to do so. She was actually confident to be able to use a really good technique. Okay, to finish off with, I'm going to give you a before and an after. Now, the first few clips are typically what we would be dealing with on a habitual jumping technique from Lucy the first few times, and then we came up with a few exercises, and the bounces were part of it, and the good technique that you'll see at the end is a direct result of the bounce, and we did those in the same session. So we'd had enough of being carted around. We're like, okay, something needs to change here, and then we did the bounces, and then we went over the upright and the oxa, and that is how it ended up as a direct result of doing the bounces that day. Anyway, that is it for this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.